Hey everybody, and welcome back to Crypt Monkey Paints. Sorry we're a little bit late tonight, but we were having spaghetti, and it was yummy. Nothing else really. But tonight I am painting the beautiful, wonderful koi dragon that I have been desperate to paint because, one, I love fishies, and two, it's a dragon. So I cheated a little bit when I did my 3D print on this particular model, and I printed the water base in clear blue resin. I'm going to hold the dragon because he's not actually attached. And then I printed the dragon in a clear, a smoky black is what it's called, but it has like these blue purple tones that really kind of look amazing. Thank you, Dave. Hi, Regina. And yes, by Regina, you've definitely inspired me to go ahead and do this one. And damage, I know it's not completely cheating. I feel like it's cheating because half the work is going to be done for me. But my goldfish are definitely the inspiration behind the paint scheme on this one. So I definitely wanted to do that. You can see I'm so excited about printing this finally. I'm sorry, I'm giggling at my own thumbs in the damn film. But it was two full prints, you know, the dragon on one side and the base on the other. So it was about 13 to 14 hours, I think, for the full print. For just this one dragon. But oh my gosh, the details on this guy is raw. I love him. He's so beautiful. But you can see like the smoky here, like that's a perfect example. You can see the light through all of his fins. So, and it's funny because it's a smoky black, but I know the camera's just really not picking up the color. Well, I guess it kind of is. It definitely has like a blue feel to it, which I think is really cool. But his fins are going to stay pretty much as they are. I'm going to give him a little bit of a shine and a couple of little highlights here and there. Like if the gold kind of comes up, like on this side, if I'm bringing like gold scales right here, then he'll have a little bit of gold kind of trailing up because that's what my goldfish would do as well. You could see the body, the color they would have on their body would flow into their fins, which I loved. And I miss my babies. But anyway, let's paint. I am super, super excited. Oh, yes, it really is. It's like, to me, I'm struggling to tell if you can see the kind of blue tints, but it's a smoky black resin, which I'm really happy with that resin. This is the first print I did with that resin, and I'm super, super happy. The funny thing about this one is I forgot to screw the bed down. Whenever you put the plate on, it's got a little knob at the top, and you can see it in the film. And you tighten that down, and it's what holds it up there. And I forgot to do that. So it was kind of just barely jiggling. And you can see we basically have a failed print here. Now, if I was selling this, I would definitely... This would be a failed print. That's it. It's done. I would redo it. But since I'm painting it, I'm going to fill that gap and just disguise it. Technically, I have another one of these printing, so I'm going to paint this, and if I can't get this disguised properly, then I will just... Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to try to disguise it because I just realized it splits. Like, all the way across, so one good drop and this whole base is going to shatter, so I'm not going to do that. I'll paint this one tonight so you guys can see what I'm going to do, but then I'll paint the one that's printing now to match this one. But yes, exactly, Regina, it's kind of like an indigo and kind of purplish. It's undefinable. It's smoky black. Oh, and look, I did like a whole organization thing, guys. You're going to be so proud of me. Look, all the colors. I did a thing. Aren't you proud? I organized. I was literally cooking dinner, going through what I was going to do and what colors. And Ty's like just stopping and looking at me going, what? I'm like, I'm talking to myself. You can keep doing what you're doing. But I knew what I needed to do. So I was just kind of like listing it out loud. So like I said, I'm using my goldfish as kind of my paint inspiration. So he was black and he had orange scales that were shiny and beautiful and bright. But I'm not going to be able to get this to that really, really bright orange unless I... Thank you, Regina, for being proud of me. Unless I actually get it really bright, so I'm going to use the white primer as my base to get... And I'll literally go through and pick out the ones that I want to be orange. I have a little screw it, it can stay there. So, basically, it's going to be... Oh, that's really cool. I've never bought this before. It has the little lid. Focus. Stupid thing. There we go. Nope, I got it unfocused. It's got an angled... Let me see if I can get it on this one instead. The dispenser right there, it's got an angled... it's like shaped like this, and it shoots the paint out. Really, that's really cool. I like that. I like it. Okay, I'm gonna actually start painting now. Oh, it's kind of thin too. Basically, the reason I picked this one up is I saw, was watching another stream and somebody was using the red version of that primer, and it's good Lord, German red brown, and I just loved the shade of that for a primer, so I definitely wanted to get that, and I was like, I'll get the black and the white too, because it seems like I'm always out of black and white. True. His tummy was mainly the yellow and the gold. Well, I say yellow and gold, but what I mean is orange. Because like I said, he's in that film. You can see we've got some snapshots of the goldfish. But I don't want to just make this guy's belly orange like that. I kind of want to... Because koi's have the color kind of wrapping up around them, so I want to do that for sure. And it doesn't look like... Watch, I'm going to get scared here in a second. Hi, Gareth. I'm going to get scared here in a second, but it doesn't look like the sound is either not on, and Ty walked away for a minute, or it's not working. So we'll have Ty fix it in a minute. But I'm really, really happy with this print. Like super, super happy. I'm already planning on printing it like 15 more times. I don't know what for what. But why not, right? I'm just giving myself kind of a spot where I can bring that yellow in. Because like I said, with the tail. So we also have a new set or a new point thing that I wanted to mention. I think it's at like 2,000 points. You can kind of point me in the direction for the stream or next week. Basically, you'll be able to look at the photos that I've posted in Discord. I don't know why this spot's giving me so much trouble. I didn't even check if I was on the camera. I'm sorry, guys. Oh. Yeah, I mean, Regina, these things are amazing. And like, it does take a little while to print, but I do have another printer up and running now. So I'm back to 2 Saturns running and my Mars Pro running, so it's not so bad anymore. Let me adjust this a little bit because I feel like I'm struggling to stay on camera because he's so big. But anyway, for the 2,000 points on the stream, you can specify which group you want me to pick a mini from for next week, which I posted in the Discord ones. The Discord thingy mabobber. And like always, as soon as I get on stream, all words fail me. Yay! There. Alright. It's kind of nice because he just kind of like wraps around my hand. Makes it somewhat convenient to hold him. So is everybody ready for Thanksgiving? I just realized I had to get my turkey out and sorry, Gareth, I just read the because why not? That's why. That's pretty much my life motto. Is everybody ready for Thanksgiving? Because I literally just realized I hadn't even gotten my turkey out to defrost. But it'll be fine. It's just us anyway, so. If I cook it late, I cook it late. Because realistically, I am all about the leftover turkey sandwiches. Got stuff ready to take to the parents' house, and my bro and his kiddos will be there. That'll be fun. We'll have Cora and Isabella here, and then Sunbaran and her man will probably come over Friday and help eat leftovers. But our son is in the Army, so he won't be home for Thanksgiving, but he will be home for Christmas. And Tyler's birthday, which is coming up. I like this primer. It is actually fairly thin, so it goes on pretty nice. I like the fact that I don't have to thin it down because I hate globbing paint on. Cousin playtime will be awesome. It depends on how old the cousins are. Because if they're old enough that I can give them stuff to get in trouble with, but too old means they're smart and they catch on to me, so they don't do the things that I'm trying to get them to do to get in trouble. But to be fair, when they do get in trouble, I stand up for them. And I make fun of their parents. But, if they'd done that to my kid, I'd have been pissed at them. Ow. The other nice thing about this model, Regina, is the fact that I can print it all in one piece. Unfortunately, I don't have that as an option for the Forest Dragon, which all of a sudden has become super popular on my Etsy. I've sold out of it a couple of times because I only have so many in stock so that I can keep up with the printing. But yeah, right now it's back down to a stock of 2.
Regina says we'll meet with some friends, then go to Ren Fair, kind of an anniversary gift to ourselves since we celebrated 7 years yesterday. Congratulations.
That's awesome.
Gareth says all in the same age bracket and the oldest is 8.
Good age range. That's a fun age. That is a lot of things that you can get them to do.
You're terrible.
My sister used to literally walk down the toy aisle pushing every button she could find in order to find the loudest toy, and that's what she would buy for my kids. So, payback, because I had kids first. So she kind of was stupid. And she was like, oh, look, I'll torture you with all of this. And I'm like, guess what? I get to do it all back. It's awesome. Of course, we don't really have any small ones left anymore. Yes, but karma was definitely a bitch to her, Gareth. Got her back. Oh, Gareth played the ducky, and nothing came out.
Ugh, wonderful. Let me see what I can do.
What ifs? Like,
Oh,
what if
and let me throw other sounds out too, of course.
Yes.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at I'm just remembering some of the toys I got for my sister. Like, I got things that were not battery powered, so you couldn't even make it stop.
Like the old plastic machine guns that you just pull the trigger and it's like...
Yeah. Like, I am not the person you want to be your enemy, dumbass.
Oh, so he did hear it there.
Okay.
Let's see what I can figure out.
I want to say unfortunately, but it's not. It's really fortunately. Don't handle any part of that side of it. Like, even when I'm working on production for Gamers in the Unknown.
Let's see. Damage Microbe just played one.
Yeah.
It showed, but it is not playing here.
Is it on your headphones or anything?
Just maybe. Give me a minute.
But even whenever I do production, Ty's got everything set up for me. So I'm like just pushing buttons and that's it. Which is, I'm a little spoiled. But I make good spaghetti. So I deserve it, right?
Yes, it was very good.
Uh,
let me see what happens when I play one. Wow, that is like no sound. Why? Let's try some stuff.
Ty's gonna push buttons. So if we crash, guys, we'll be right back.
Yeah.
And I will continue just painting white on.
So did you guys hear it when I did it, for example? Maybe it's just me not hearing it. Or us, rather.
Yeah, the spaghetti really did turn out very well. I mean, to be fair, it's not hard. Because it's canned sauce.
They did hear it. Okay.
Okay,
I have
so
a
it is on
suspect.
our end.
I think it's ear trumpet. Possibly.
No idea what that means.
That's okay.
I know. This is like the longest part of this process is going to be picking out and making these white. Once I go over to the orange, I keep saying orange. Nope, I did it right this time, damn it. I was about to say, I keep saying gold, but I mean orange. Ow, stop biting me.
Alright, hopefully this is... Well, then fix it. I will get this working.
Sawdust Dragon suggested you plug in the speaker. Oh, it's plugged in.
I mean, it was making sound earlier. I guess it's not out of the realm of possibility that I kicked it
That's
out.
true.
Oh, I can do that. Brief check with that.
Like the fin keeps grabbing my glove. I don't know if you guys can hear the little plop, plop, plop. That's my glove getting grabbed.
Oh my gosh. I think actually that's exactly it, Sawdust. Because the monitor that Dawn is using, oh here, let me less disembody myself. The monitor that Dawn is using right now is probably hijacking that sound. That's almost definitely what's happening. Let's see.
So what is everybody working on painting right now? Gareth. Can't hear you. What? What are you working on? Regina, my fingers are okay. We kind of had a little bit of a backslide on them, so they're not doing as well as they need to be doing, to be honest. But it really is my fault. It's like, oh, my fingers are getting better. I can slack off on using the medicine that the doctor told me to use so my fingers don't fall off. But I am using it now. I'm being a good girl. And Sarah's walking around being a little punce.
I know everybody else can hear that but us, but I am, I think, getting close here.
Damage microbe, do I need to send you something to paint? Alright, I am going to put Fire Lizard as my orange color. That is very true. You can paint with a lens as well, you know. Okay, I'm going to be good. I'm going to keep my stuff in order here. He's so pretty. The funny thing is, Regina, I stopped because I was reading Regina's. She said, I just primed a bunch of smaller minis and the Forest Dragons base this past weekend. The funny thing is at this point, like, I feel like I hardly ever paint anything small. I mean, it's partly personal preference. And it's also because most of the time now, when I'm painting, I'm filming it. And the little ones, I just struggle for you guys to be able to actually see what I'm doing. Oh, that's perfect.
Everybody's going to get sick of hearing all that clapping, I'm sure.
The best part of this is once I've got everything kind of done and set, I have some metallic paints that I'm going to dry brush to get the shimmer on it. So it's gonna be so pretty. My hand is a little shaky. Kitty baby ones. So was everybody able to find the images in Discord for next week's potential streams?
It may take chainsaw could take a little bit to...
Oh, no, I was just making sure everyone knew where to go, what channel was they were in and stuff like that. Ow, damn. He's bitey. He's being mean to me. He looks a mess right now. But he's okay. I know he's going to be Budamus. Yeah, honestly, that's probably, if that's the one that happens, that's probably what I'm gonna end up picking out of that lot. That or the Ent, because I am desperate to make a Mossbeard brother. Because he's so much fun. But I'm also looking forward to having my other printer up and running again. Because I still haven't gotten that replacement piece in. So I've been getting, I guess it's Christmas time, so everyone's ordering Christmas presents, but I kind of got slammed with mini orders, and I'm like, I can't wait for this piece to come in. I ended up having to get another printer, which I'm not really complaining about.
No. Just testing that this works. So yeah, the sound stripe is working. That's good. Even though we're not using that. Do.
Yeah, it honestly, Gareth, it's one of those, like, any excuse I can have to paint anything, but being able to say, oh, this is for the stream. It's like I feel like I give myself a little bit of permission to be able to print anything as well, even something as large as this. Which I do struggle with, taking time away from customers that are waiting for minis, and stuff. Like, I could have had their mini done and shipped, but I printed this for myself instead. And I'm like, but you guys, my lovely friends, want to see it painted, so I'm okay with it, It's funny, the simple reasons. All I need is just a little permission here or there to do it. I should use my smaller brush for this, but oh, that gold or the yellow is so pretty on there. Trying to make sure I can twist him without grabbing anything that I already painted. The base is going to be fun too, because forever ago I made myself a little diorama of like kind of an ocean scene with, ow! Ooh, that was spiky as hell.
What was that?
What?
What was that? Got a little stabbed. Huh?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Gareth says, I'm glad I got a big commission from Michael done so I can paint some stuff for myself. Yeah, I had the same kind of thing going on. I had somebody order a set of, actually 3 full sets. So basically, like, the pictures in Discord, he ordered 3 different groups, and he had me paint them all. And that took forever. And it was really fun because he was like completely awesome. And beyond that, it was a gift that he had bought for his boyfriend, which made that completely amazing. It was a complete surprise too. So just to be part of that was really, really fun. And he actually even called me when he was opening everything so he could unbox it on the phone with me, which was so much fun. But anyway, it was great to do it. But whenever everything was finished and I got to paint something that I wanted, just pick up anything and paint it, that was kind of nice. So I get what you mean. Oh, but what I was saying was I made myself a little diorama with an underwater theme because I like fishies. I think you guys know that. And I had found some Reaper minions that were all fish, different kinds of fish and eels and an octopus and just different little... Got paint on my face. Just little different ones. So I painted all of those and I put that on the diorama. And some of them were kind of out of place and I wanted them on there just because they were really cool, but it was kind of overkill. So today I picked off those ones that I thought were overkill and I have them sitting over there and I'm not gonna glue them down. I'm gonna place them on that base, but I don't want to glue them down because I'm gonna change that base out for one that's actually better. But that's gonna be fun too because that'll add a whole another level. And it'll also really kind of size the koi dragon.
After checking 30 places, I found the problem.
It was me, wasn't it?
No. I was hoping it was the HDMI thing like Sawdust Dragon was talking about, but that wasn't it. It was, for whatever reason, a setting in Streamlabs OBS needed to be changed.
Yeah, I've got an octopus, an eel. It's two different kinds of eels. And one of them, I believe, is an electric eel. And the other one is... I can't remember the name right now. It's a spotted eel. But it has a name and I can't remember it. That's driving me crazy. It's like leopard spots sort of thing, but that's not the name. Are you looking it up for me?
Spotted moray.
Moray eel. That's what it is. Thank you. But I thought they would look really cute on the base with this. And then, like I said, it really kind of... Because it brings it into scale. Because if you just have something that is sitting on, that's a wave. A wave can be, 200 feet tall, or it can be, 5 foot tall, and the size of your monster really determines how tough or friendly or good luck or whatever it is. But excuse me. I mean, technically this takes up, what is that? 4x4. Which is a large creature? No, that's above a large creature. Damn it. I'm bad at this. I'm trying to start learning the sizes. Especially because a lot of the times the printers or the sculpts that I get, they're like, there's the size. That's what it prints at. And for the longest time, that's just what everybody has wanted. But at this point, I think people are getting a little bit more picky with their miniatures, as they should. You should get exactly what you want for your game. I am all about that. But, they've wanted me to adjust sizes, and sometimes they'll just say, hey, I need a large creature, or I need a gargantuan creature, and I'm like, wait, I gotta look that up real quick again. So I'm trying to just learn that. but I've always been just a player. So basically, most of the time when I'm like, there, like, Tyler, he can just spout it off.
You're overstating me a little bit there.
Oh, Regina. I don't know when you said more ale, but yes, sorry. I was in my own little head talking about fishies and monsters and stuff. I tend to forget to read chat every now and again, which is, not good. I did do some work today on, it's not like I wasn't working, but I mean, like, I've been wanting for a while, and I don't know how to actually say it, but I'm going to say Ko-Fi shop. But I finally got my Ko-Fi shop up and ready and launched, which is amazing. So to...
Oh, shh. Okay. You got me.
To make my life a little easier, that's where I'm going to be putting all of my paid miniatures. Or painted miniatures. Sorry. What?
Ko-Fi is what Max says.
Ko-Fi. Okay. That's better than Ko-Fi. Ko-Fi. Yes, so I got my Ko-Fi shop up and running.
Looks like Ko-Fi.
It does look like Ko-Fi, but I will trust Max, the online shopper of doom. But no, I had some fun with making...
Gareth has one as well.
Ow! Damn it!
Did you get stabbed and broke it?
No, it didn't break. That's one of the good things. Like, this is that the same company that makes the non-brittle. All of the resin that I buy is now the non-brittle. So these are like stabbing my glove and pulling them. What are you looking at?
I'm working and
Oh,
listening
okay.
to
Sorry.
you.
I'm like looking at you, and he's like, his eyes are darting off to the side. Like, is somebody gonna jump through the door or something?
Oh. Well, hello, Creek Show.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh. Max says that's my title now. Pretty much. No, I had a lot of fun, like, making I'm off my... Because now I'm expecting somebody to knock on the freaking door right there and scare the hell out of me. The goals. That's what I'm trying to do. I literally sat down with a Word doc and listed out, like, the first 7 or 8 goals that I want to do for this shop. And, like, the very first goal is to get... like 200 rubber ducks, and every single miniature order that I ship out the door gets a random duck put in it. And I'm debating giving an explanation of why they're getting a duck or not. Or just saying, like, here's the duck, and then writing a little note of, want to understand the rubber duck? Come watch my stream. Oh, Cora got me really good. It was like so awesome. So Ty went in and even went in, made the bed, and did. Uh-oh.
I turned it up a little bit.
Oh,
can you guys hear it now?
Holy shit.
Thank you for the bit, Sawdust Dragon.
Yeah.
And the heart attack.
Yep. The blood is pumping. I'm awake. I'm good. Don't give the explanation. I am very tempted, and I hear more.
I think you ought to put RDOD on it, and that's it. Rubber Ducky of Doom.
Oh, yes.
RBOD.
I was thinking about doing that, of like taking a Sharpie and writing on the bottom of them, writing something like Rubber Duck of Doom. But I mean, in each order that I ship out, I also have a flyer that has the address for the Twitch stream. So, you know, they could come and figure it out, come find it out. But yeah, that's my first goal, is to get some ducks to send out with miniature orders. I think that would be so much fun. No! Okay, I'm going to make a big white swash. You'll have to read, because I'm like, I messed up. So
Regina says, can hear it now. Yeah.
Tyler, you're weird.
I can see that there's background noise on the mic. I'm just trying to figure out if I can identify where it's coming from. That's all.
Gotcha.
I know there was background noise last night, and I think it was coming from this mic as well on Gamers in the Unknown.
That was a really fun stream last night.
Yeah, I had fun.
I had a lot of fun painting that Slenderman. I keep, you know how like sometimes you do something and it's like the first time you've done it and you keep staring at it going, wow, I done good. It's like every time I walk by him, because he's sitting on my desk over there, I walk by and I'm just like, yo, little pat on the back.
Max says get to is wild, like just insanity. It's freeform madness.
Oh. It's funny how like half the time I feel like I'm just making a freaking mess. The other half the time I feel like I'm beating the devil out of it and Bob Rossing it up, you know. It's like I just don't even understand how I you know, I don't know. I guess I need another jump scare because words are failing me again. Oofed. These will be much more subtle yellows, but they're there at least. Another good reason to wear gloves. Like, Ty's motion did the exact same thing that I did. We both just raised our hands.
Shit.
Shit. Oh my gosh. That was funny. Can you guys hear that?
We're not doing one of those streams.
No, it was like really, really cool sounding. I'm like, shh, shh, shh. I like it. That's all. Okay. I think I have all the white covered. No, I do not. I keep doing this weird thing because I'm making sure that I don't have any paint on my brace finger, is what I call it. I don't know. There's probably an art term for that. I don't know it. No, Max. No. I have a thing, you can ask anybody in my family, of repetitive noises drive me absolutely freaking batty. Even when I'm the one making them, I will literally annoy myself. Like, that's kind of how I knew that Angie was going to be able to, you know, sustain being my best friend. Because the way I let her know that I missed a whole section, guys. You guys are letting me slack here. The way I let her know that I had an issue with repetitive noises was she was sitting and talking and squeezing her 20-ounce bottle. And I just sat there quietly listening to her story. And about 10 minutes in, grabbed the bottle and launched it across the room because I was about to punch her. And she just looks at me and she's like, "What?" I'm like, "Stop it!" She's like, "Oh."
You're kind of an ass.
Yeah. And she's like, "You could have just said something." I'm like, "Yeah, that probably would have been the smarter thing." But I let it build to the point where I was going ballistic. And realistically, she hadn't even really noticed that she was doing it. So, kind of on me. But, if you can put up with my insanity, that's going to be a friendship that's going to last. Okay. Ow, okay, I'm stuck. I had my finger like jammed between these two. Alright, you are going to come sit over here. We're going to make sure all the yellow is nice and dry, and I'm going to be patient. Yeah, pretty much I yeeted the damn thing across the room. And we are going to get to work on the base. I stabbed myself. I'm trying not to cuss right now. Okay. So here is the little octopus. Oh, focus. Roar!
When you get the focus, you gotta stop.
I can't stop moving without laughing. So I painted him like forever ago, but I thought he would be super cute. And then here is my 2 eels that I think will fit in there really nicely too. Like I can't get it to go. Work. Oh, there we go. Yay. Look at that. I done it. And then I also have a little aquarium kind of fake plant bush thing. That I just basically, you know how they come up in these big groups? So I just trashed it and made little tiny ones instead. Ow! Ugh. All right. So Cora will be streaming tomorrow. I'm not sure what. Not sure they know what either, to be honest. I'm just painting the sand. The really nice thing, honestly, about this kind of resin, in these clear resins, is I also have a light that is a circle light that I can just set this on. So when I paint the sand, all this solid color, it won't let the light through. But then the waves themselves will let the light through, and it's really kind of spectacular. But I'm just doing a basic job on this base because it's already broken. But you'll get the gist of it at least. But what I would actually do, what I'm going to be doing is, because I want that lighting effect, the paint up here will not actually be thick enough to block that light. So what I'll do is once I'm done painting this side, I'll then, wherever I can see that tan sand paint, I'll paint on that side as well. And that'll help kind of block out that light. What you doing, Georgie Porgy? She's just running all around in her cage over there. I like the fact that this has some, once I'm done painting.
So sorry.
It also has some you made me lose it. Corals. The base actually has corals in it already too, so that's pretty awesome. I don't know. Did I miss when Gareth said what he was painting yet now? Because I know he finished a thing for Michael, but I don't think he mentioned what he's painting now. I'm just trying to get out of what he's painting for the competition. He's not going to answer.
I believe Gareth is following his own advice and says, don't give an explanation. Ever.
Cheating bastard. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
For those of you who don't know, Michael Mordor, which you guys have heard me talk about a million times, is running a painting competition right now. And you can enter as many times as you want, and you just go to his Twitter, and it's got all the information right there on how to enter and everything else. And I've been trying to get out of Gareth what he's going to paint for the competition, but he's being a little tight-lipped.
Gareth says, yep. And, oh, that was earlier. Got to get the kids to bed soon. It was fun hanging out.
You're just leaving because you know I won't shut up about it. Oh. But Ty, if you would put a link to Michael's Twitter in there so people can find the painting competition. Because it's amazing. And it's Reaper is sponsoring it. So first place prize is a $50 gift card to Reaper, but most importantly, a freaking amazing trophy, and I want that trophy.
You just said to his Twitter, right?
Yes. Because he's got links and stuff like that right there in his Twitter. It'll kind of make it easy for everyone to find. But I want that trophy. I'm going to get that trophy. Yeah, that thing is like phenomenal. So. Clean my brush. So I have a couple of different blues here that I'm going to be using. One is a turquoise, one is an azure blue, and one is a tropical blue. So basically down where the water is deep. Oh, I want to make it a kind of a really deep blue, and that will help, make it look like deep water. I don't really know how else to say that. But I'm not going to be adding a whole lot of color to the water itself. I just want to kind of thin layer, deepen it up. And then I'll be dry brushing a little bit of white in areas to kind of bring up that foamy texture. I can't believe that I did that, of just simply not tightening that damn thing down. I know better. But I have done a lot of silly things when it comes to printing. Like I one time forgot to tighten the bolts that hold the vat down. So luckily I always stay and listen and make sure everything's good. But literally as it came up for the first time, the vat went with it. I'm like, ah! Scared the hell out of me. Let's see, I have... started a print without putting the build plate even back on. I have wash and cure machines. I have laid everything out on the plate for it to cure and then hit the wash cycle and it went everything hit the side. Yeah. It's kind of amazing what you can do when you're not paying attention. I need more.
Oh, did you mention the
Blech.
curing the alcohol wash?
Oh, no, I forgot that one. I do that one the most often, is I have the alcohol bath sitting on the wash and cure, and I will start the cure cycle while that is sitting there, and it's supposed to be the wash cycle. And then you get all these weird yellow, white, weird floaties.
It makes a terrible mess.
It makes a terrible, terrible mess. It's just not fun. But I did just finally, because it came back into stock, upgrade my wash and cure to the Mercury X. So it's actually a cure station that is separate from the wash station. So that's not going to happen anymore. But man, I love that thing. I've been needing to upgrade my station for a long time, as soon as I got the first Saturn, because there are some prints that I can't even wash in one go. I will, like the Koi Dragon, if I had been using my other station, I would literally have to put him in. He would wash about this much, and then I'd have to take him out and wash the other half, because it was too big this was too big to fit into the vat, the area that I have to do it in. So having the bigger one was kind of something that I've been needing for a while. But it's been out of stock for a while. Oops, I guess I should shake that one. That one's a little too thick. I don't want to lose my translucency. So I think what I'm going to do is slap it on and then get a clean brush to kind of pull it back off. I'm not putting that in my mouth again. Yeah, that's better. I can kind of blend it into that blue too. And what I'll end up doing as well is this will all be coated in gloss to make it look white. Or wet, sorry. I was thinking about the next step I was going to do instead of what I'm doing now. I think instead of that tropical blue, I think I'm going to get a green for the top bits. I think that'll look better. Oh, my nose itches. Make sure I'm not scratching with a piece that has paint on it. I hate it when it gets so quiet because I'm like terrified that you guys are going to get me and I'm going to yeet something across the room. So rather than using that blue, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to grab a nice bright green. I think that'll look better. I have no idea why I put this green in this bottle, but I love it. I am just going to go straight into the dry brush with it. I love doing water in general. Like, that's my favorite thing to paint. That's a little easier for you guys to see, and I can still see what I'm doing by this light over here.
I just realized why. So at the end of the Halloween overlay, which is a whole different set of scenes for us, I had gotten the sound stripe stuff working pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So I was sitting here trying to figure out how come what isn't working right? Well, it's because I haven't done it in this set of scenes.
Gotcha. Yeah, my new overlay is in process. Man, because I keep being wish-washy. I don't know exactly what I want. Ty came up with the whole thing for Halloween, and it was amazing. And I don't know. I don't know what to do. Kind of loved the way that was. So, like, it's not like he can just, I don't know. Maybe that is the answer. Just say, okay, Ty, I'm done. You were better at this. Just do it yourself. I'm done. I don't know what to do.
I'm taking that as you just said that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you
really,
came up...
I just haven't had time either.
Well, I feel like part of that is you've been waiting for me to say, okay, this is what I want. And I just keep changing. I don't know what I want. So, you have my permission just to make it beautiful.
Yes, instead I will do what I want.
I like this. I like this plans a lot. That's a lot too much. Yes, the zombie fish idea, it was pretty freaking cool. It does fit the whole monster theme. It does fit me with the ocean and water, and it really is kind of a good mashup. But I'm gonna leave it to his capable hands because he will come up with something just flat out amazing.
I don't even remember that conversation.
You might not have been in here for that, but I was talking about how, like, I would just love to have, an ocean theme where it's, I'm the goldfish the whole time and all of that, but it doesn't make sense for the channel. It doesn't make sense for what I do and everything else, So that was the compromise that was brought up, was maybe I could just do, zombie fish, monster fish, that sort of thing. And it kind of just developed into something fun as hell. But so trying to remember. Sunbrand, that's what it's like. I keep wanting to say Angie, but you guys know her as Sunbrand. Sunbrand and I were talking this weekend and going over, possible ideas for streams and stuff like that, and kind of came up with a really what I think and hope is going to be a really fun one is trying to paint with not paint, basically, and seeing, does this work? Does this work? Does this work? So we've gotten 2 things that we're going to work with. I'm going to work with painting with. How many times can I say with? Guys, count it. And basically I'm just going to kind of test it out and see, live on stream. Is this going to work? No, it is not. Okay. Idea number 2. Is this going to work? No. Well, that was a short stream, guys. All right. Have a good night. Bye, guys. No, we've got 2 different things we're going to test out. I'm going to test out and see if it'll work. And we're currently brainstorming for the 3rd potential test and see if this would work as for painting a miniature. Obviously, I want to stay away from using food in general because take a couple of days and be nasty.
What you guys talked about?
Well, what we talked about was taking fruit. This is the most food I'm considering using, is taking fruit, drying it out with a food dehydrator, and then turning it into a powder and trying to paint from pigments of that. Which, I haven't looked it up or anything, but I'm pretty sure that's how they got pigments to dye things with in the first place, was things like that.
Yeah, you talked about seasonings or something too, didn't you?
Seasonings too, yes, we did talk about that one. That's what it was. So we've got makeup, seasonings, and fruit. So that's going to be a test of, can you paint with this? I'm pretty sure the answer's going to be no on all of them. But it's going
to be interesting.
Sometimes a failure is an epic thing to watch. And it's fun because, you learn from failure, right? But you learn more from watching others fail. So if you watch me fail miserably and point and laugh and join me, then maybe you'll come up with the next brilliant idea and come up with some weird new paint that works better than any kind of paint we've ever seen before. And you'll become a millionaire, and I'll get to say, I did that.
Sawdust Dragon says coffee is an easy pigment. We actually have artwork made from coffee.
I do, actually, yes. Coffee and tea, both. But not sure. Oh. So, walnuts. It's from Sawdust Dragon. That's got me.
But does it just look like coffee, though? Because coffee's easier if they look the same. Of course, I'm colorblind. They may look the same to me and
not be
somebody else.
Yeah. I was cooking dinner and I was talking about the colors I was going to use. And Ty made a comment. I'm like, well, did you want to grab the colors for me? He just kind of stopped and looked at me and said, no. It's black and white and gold. I mean, it's really not that hard. Well, okay. So, watery waves. Yay. Alright. You can go over there. Oh my gosh. It is 8 o'clock already? Holy hell.
It is 8:03.
Oh my gosh. I am totally not going to finish this one. I'm not even going to try to rush and finish it. It's not worth not getting it right.
Kind of a big pretty deal to maybe
hold
off and finish it on the next one.
So this is my Tangerine Metal Pearl is the name of this one. So that is what I will use, shiny, to dry brush the gold pieces But I need a much smaller dry brush than those. Nope. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. I'm having technical difficulties. That's not a word.
Sawdust Dragon's asking me if I've had to drive through a horizontal traffic light. Do I stop or do I go? I sometimes sing that song. Do I go? No,
That's like a legit fear for him.
Well, so I'm assuming that it's like the top to bottom ones where they always have them in the same direction. So when I get to a city where they're doing that, I'm maybe a little bit slow off the light, but I'm paying attention to, is the green on the right or the left?
Yeah.
But
what are
yeah,
other
it
people
stinks.
doing?
That stinks, and the traffic lights with that sort of like shield over the, like a lens over it, will make the white, or the white, make the green a little ambiguous to me as well. And it seems like, unfortunately, oftentimes the horizontal traffic lights are the ones that have that sort of lens or shield over the top of it. Yeah, I look like an idiot.
Yeah, but you're cute, so it's fine. Yeah, there's absolutely no way that I can finish this, because beyond getting this coat on, I still need to do a detail line around every single scale to get them to really pop out. It's just not going to happen. So...
You will work faster.
I was reading chat to see if somebody else was saying that and you were reading it, or if you were saying that. And on him, I will not work faster. I will work well. So, that sucks. I was thinking I'd finish him tonight.
So, you didn't say, are you going to work on them on the next stream then, or are you going
Well,
to...
it depends, because if anybody else... if anybody uses those points, then they get to say what group I'm painting from.
Oh, that's true.
So I'm gonna wait and see if anybody uses those points.
It's gonna potentially take a little while.
Yeah, it is 2,000 points. But also, I keep bonking my head on this little light right there. I might finish it off stream, because I am going to be listing this on my
With a different base.
Ko-fi shop. Yes, with a different base. But I need to get it finished so that I can post it, because I can't post it until it's done. But I mean, what I just did is the process I will take to do the other base. But I also do have a ginormous paint I need to do that will probably take me 3 or 4 days. And I have a huge base I'm building for it. Do you want to get the base piece for me? It's right on the shelf right over there.
For which one? I'm sorry?
I don't want to say the name right now, just in case Gareth is still there listening. I'm not giving nothing up, man.
Oh,
nope.
You're talking about that one.
Uh-huh.
Where is it?
It's on the shelf.
The big shelves here, the metal ones?
Yes, my baby.
What, do you want me to bring this whole thing over?
Just the wooden base. Regina has 2,000 points.
Oh.
So we shall see.
I gotta put the rest of the goods somewhere.
Yeah.
You just trying to let everybody know how large it is?
Yes. I just want to show a scale. I'm switching to a smaller brush because I'm not liking what that one's doing.
Just kidding.
All right, so find a way to set him down. This is what I'm using for the base of the piece that I'm working on that's going to take me weeks.
That won't even fit in there, will it?
Yeah, no.
You want me to switch it over?
No, you can't. I just want you to see the sheer volume. That's why it's going to take me a few days to finish this miniature. And that's like working consistently to get that damn thing done. But I will get it done. If you don't want to finish the koi dragon on stream, I can redeem, or I'm content to wait. They're your points, and I am perfectly happy either way. Yes, it is, Max. It is definitely a maxi. Now, keeping in mind that I'm doing an elaborate custom base for this piece, and so that's one of the reasons that's so big. It definitely is larger than. It is longer than the mini. It is not wider than the mini. He's so pretty. Let's see, I'm even doing this gold shimmer on some of the dark ones so that we have a difference of orange. So see how you can see. Ow. It's so spiky. Let's see. Right in here you can see like I have the bright orange, and then some of these are just gold. And that's because I'm just using this tangerine on that. And I didn't do anything else. Way big chunk. But it's kind of funny how the tangerine does not look tangerine unless it's got that yellow underneath. I mean, realistically, to me, it doesn't matter, Regina, one way or the other, because it's more important to me that you guys are entertained and enjoying and learning something from what I'm doing, hopefully, because a lot of this is not going to be any more different techniques than what I'm doing right now. It's going to be a lot of the same, where I'm just building up layers, building up color, and just going over the same thing over and over again. But some of the details are more fun to watch. The detail work, sometimes can be more fun to watch, sometimes not. But, I mean, that all being said, I'm here for you guys. He's getting stabby. Oh. So, if you guys want me to set this off to the side and wait, I will happily do that.
I saw it.
I pooped my pants.
Oh, I'm not cleaning that up.
Oh, shite. Oh my gosh.
I forget where I was at here. That's where I was at. if I run through stuff.
No. I do want to say, though, one little other tidbit. I know I just showed you guys that board that I'm making the base out of. I will be filming every bit of work that I do from here on out. I did not film base coating it because it's so boring. It's just so boring. Sitting there just layering color, just here's a big chunk of color here, here's a big chunk of color there. It's just not interesting. But anyway, I will be filming it and putting together a video of me doing it. I think what it's going to be is one of the tiers that I have on my Ko-fi shop is
I bet it's pronounced coffee. It's probably why they like buy me a coffee.
Buy me a coffee. But one of the tiers that I have on there is to have exclusive content. So I'm thinking what I might do is film. Well, I mean, I'm gonna film it, but film the whole thing and then put it up there for the exclusive content for that page, so I can kind of build my content on there.
Damage Microbe says, spend your points on what entertains you, I say.
Absolutely. That is
right after he did, the scary sound.
That is one of the things that Ty and I were discussing today, as a matter of fact, was we didn't want to remove the sounds because, yes, they're Halloween, but, I mean, come on.
Crypt Monkey. And also, you guys are getting a kick out of it, so why would I take that away?
Nothing bad has really happened. I was able to fix the pieces that were broken. And it's fun. And we get a lot of really great clips from Twitch on it, to be honest. So
Regina says, I kind of want to see the Koi Dragon finished.
Done. Next week, Koi Dragon finishing work. Which, what I will do in between streams, I will leave the dragon alone, but I will reprint him. He's printing now, but I will reprint. I'm going to throw something at you. I will take the print that is currently printing and I will get it back to this state so that it's caught up and ready to go. But I won't really do anything different than what you guys have seen me do. Other than, let's see, hang on. Let me grab my phone, hold on. Because I can show you with the light, hopefully, wait.
Do you want it like that or do you want it on the other screen?
Nope, actually this one works better for me. But you can kind of see how it will light up through the water, and it will actually even. Ow, you!
Regina says, "Yay! I think they're celebrating you getting stabbed." Oh, or maybe it's that you're gonna finish.
That I'm gonna finish.
Maybe that's what it is.
It's my toesies, my toesy woesies. So you can see at a fairly bad angle, but you can see. You want to hit that? The big light real quick? I'm going to go dark. So you get this glowing effect. And it looks way better here than it does on the monitor. But hopefully you guys can see that. By having it the clear resin, it's going to be able to be illuminated. You can turn the light back on now, baby.
I was just looking like, you can tell which one of us has a bunch of monitors in front of us, right?
Yeah. Ties all lit up.
Nothing changes on my screen.
But it just makes it to where it's like super, super fun and cool. So. And I'm blind. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm done with that. So, Koi Dragon Part 2 will definitely be next week.
6:30 Central Time, U.S. Central Time.
Yes. What time are we at now?
We're at 20 after 8 about.
I am not done then. Yay!
Tomorrow at 6:30, as Dawn mentioned earlier, Coral will be streaming either crafting or painting. We're not sure which. Probably painting, but decisions have to be made. Next Monday at 7 p.m. Central U.S. time on the Gamers in the Unknown channel. Jake and I will be hanging out and having fun streaming again. Although I also don't know what we're doing, which we have to decide pretty soon because,
I have to paint it.
Dawn has to paint it. And we have to research it. There's a little time we got to spend in there, so... but come hang out with us. It's a lot of fun. This yesterday, we talked about the Slenderman, so we kind of bounce around between old folklore like the Doulahan we've done, researched current things like Bigfoot, and Slenderman yesterday was a lot of fun too. But yeah, come hang out with us and maybe get some inspiration for your own tabletop sessions too.
Max won the drawing for the mini, and what we did was we had the Doulahan from the week before and the Slenderman from this week, and Max was able to pick which one they wanted, which they went with the Doulahan because it was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of, I know it's like I'm tooting my little horn, toot toot, but I'm still kind of gaga over the Slenderman because, okay, so Cora came up with this really cool concept of having it look like somebody was walking through the woods and shined a flashlight on it. It freaking turned out so cool. It was a brilliant idea.
I'm going to grab it. It's pretty creepy.
Yes. But I really, really, really liked how that one turned out.
Oh, they're both, can I bring them both over?
Yeah.
Do you want to show them over there?
No, why don't you use the tie cam? The beard cam. Sorry, I called it the tie cam.
It's the
Stupidity.
producer cam.
No, it's the beard cam. Which actually, it was really funny because yesterday Ty was getting everything set up and ready. And so I was sitting over here for him to angle the cameras and everything. And I just sat there and I was like pretending to fix my beard.
Somebody's got to fix their beard around here. It's not going to be me.
You have a beautiful beard.
Okay. It's a little hard to see. This isn't quite as good of a camera, but you probably get a good idea of how cool it is.
And I did put pictures in Discord.
Yes. Yeah, anybody that's interested, hop over on that Discord channel for Gamers in the Unknown anyway, because you get to see the pictures of these guys, but also we're starting conversations, trying to figure out what other people are interested in hearing us talk about.
Yes.
This is that Slender Man. Oh, love it.
Yeah, I'm really, really, really happy with that one. We got a little short video of it too, where we were like, we had it propped up, or sitting on its little thing, and then we turned off like most of the lights, and Cora and Ty and I all had our phones, and we're using Cora had a flashlight. But regardless, basically we're using our phones as flashlights, and it was spinning, and we were like moving our phones around, so like the shadows on the background was really fucking fun. Yes. So Max was talking about how Cora and Max are going to start a paranormal company. And what were you guys going to name it? I don't have Discord open at the moment.
NB Paranormal or something.
NB Paranormal, that's what it was. That's so awesome.
Okay, so we're chatting a lot. Let's see. So I'm not sure if you already read this. Dawn Regina says, is it possible to choose the clear resin when we order prints? Because when I order a koi dragon, I'm going to be wanting one like yours.
So clear is different than what I have right now, but if you give me notice that you're going to order, yes, because I can order some, but sometimes it can take a few days before it gets here, so make sure you give me notice. Right now I have the smoky black, which is what my dragon's in, and then I have blue, which is the water, which my water I didn't use. What I did was I put the blue in, but then I added a couple of drops of blue dye just to kind of deepen the color a little down, because the regular blue is quite bright. But I don't have any clear. I don't tend to like the clear, just because it can yellow when you cure it, or it potentially can go as it ages and get kind of yellow. But I have in-house smoky black, blue, and red clear resins. So if that's what you would want, yes, I can actually, when you purchase, just make a note and I'll print it in those colors. I mean, I can specifically do exactly what I have as well.
Max is clarifying it is Inby Hunters.
Hunters, thank you.
Damage Microbe says the Slender Man was awesome. That's Jake.
Yeah.
People should go look at the pictures if they haven't seen them. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I posted some of my favorite pictures, and I added the images to my Ko-fi shop as well, which I'm not going to stop talking about because you know why?
I'm just going to say coffee from now on. It's my coffee.
It's coffee. No, I'm not going to stop talking about it because I'm so proud of myself for getting it done.
You did a whole bunch today on that.
I did. I really, really did. I got pictures up. I got descriptions of why I painted this, why I painted that sort of thing. I'm hitting a few of these spots that I don't really want to be gold, but I want to give them a little kind of a different shim, because I actually do have Midnight Black in a metallic paint, so I will be adding that. But right now I'm just kind of playing, is the reality of the situation that we are in at the moment.
Regina says the smoky is what I meant.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there are a bunch of different colors, and I actually don't mind having a bunch of different colors, but I try to stay away from the clear. Even the white, which is not clear, it's like a solid white one. I did have that for a little while, but I quickly, I kind of finished off what I had, and then I don't offer that really anymore because it yellows. Even when I'm curing it, it yellows, which is, again, not really a big deal. If you're painting it, you'll never notice that. And it's not actually hurting the mini at all. It just doesn't look good. It looks burnt. My nose itches, and I have no fingertips to scratch with. But so if you're painting, it doesn't really matter. But something like this koi dragon, if we did in a clear resin and some of it
Who did that?
I hate you.
I'm pretty sure
No sketty.
that was Jake.
We have leftovers, and you don't get any. Sawdust Dragon, I just figured out this point thing. I love you.
Groovy. Apparently I got a lot since I've never used them. Jake says, reminder, I don't have access to the... I mean, he's like, I'm pretty sure that was me. I'm sorry, is what he wrote there.
Yeah, I read that. Oh, since Jake, I'm on your side with this. Just a reminder, whenever we're testing out the Slenderman and the magic missile tentacles, I'm on your side with this. Ty is in the wrong. And I love you.
I understand your fear, because that thing, as is, other monsters would be like, Slenderman, that guy's a monster.
Yeah. I don't know why I opened up my fucking trap. That's all I got to say.
Jake says, sure, Slenderman will use one less magic missile tentacle.
Note to self, shut up! I think this would be really cool. Oh, wait, I've got to fight it? No, don't do that. No. Bad idea. Gamers in the Unknown is also how we figured out that Bigfoot is a vampire. Because he doesn't poop. And the Doulahan is actually Mothman. See, this is that black metallic. And it just, you know how fishies are shiny, right? Their scales shimmer. Shimmer, shimmer. I don't know why I have to do that, but I have to.
You must.
I musted.
It is an imperative.
It is. So
Thank you, Jake. Managing something.
But since he's already printed in this black, or smoky black, it's black, I don't have to base coat and get those scales to the black. So I'm just adding the shimmer.
This is my first real mod job.
Yay! And you did it so well.
I'd say second, because Jake pointed out at one point that that somebody was asking to be unbanned, and I said no, that's a bot for sure. Because I remember looking at it whenever he said that. I went to make sure, and I went over and I looked at the list again, and one of the lists told me I had I don't even remember, 20,000 channels that they were lurking in or something. Man, you got too many tabs open.
So I've just kind of gone over what?
Oh, Jake started going through his own channel and doing that.
I've kind of just gone over this area really well with the black, right? So kind of the next step, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to dry brush this or if I'm going to have to do a detail brush. But also what I have is, I think I am going to do it, is a gunmetal gray metallic. And that's going to be, I think I am going to do a detail brush because I don't want it everywhere. So this is one of the fun details that needs to happen. Is, get this a little watered down.
Just a side note, it is at 8:31, but we started late.
Yeah.
So we really have 10 more minutes or more, whatever you need.
I will probably end fairly soon. I just want to get basically I want to see if this idea is going to work. That way I can think about it during the week. But basically what I want to do is come in and highlight a couple of scales. I think maybe watering it down is, we'll see. Where you can see I'm just kind of doing, let me angle a little better, a stroke, because I don't know about you guys, but I used to have a huge fish tank, which you can see in some of the photos, and I had a chair sitting in front of it. So I would literally sit in my big comfy chair and stare at my goldfish and draw pictures of them. So I studied them quite a bit. So scales are kind of like domes like this, right? So what I'm doing is on that dome, I'm kind of picking out the high point. It's hard to do in the camera. And kind of doing that and then filming, sorry, I'm looking at what I'm doing and saying it, and filling in that kind of thing. Now obviously it's not that big on the actual scale, it's kind of one stroke. But as I'm going, I'm pressing really light at the top, heavy in the middle, so my brush goes fat, and then light at the bottom, so it kind of angles like a scale. If that helps at all, because I know sometimes it's kind of hard to it looks like I'm just doing a stroke, and it's hard to see the detail of what that's doing. But basically, that gives certain ones a different shine. So it looks, and it's again sort of like what we were doing with this, where we've got some gold and some yellow, and now our black ones have a little bit of difference as well. Just making sure my, I don't know what to call it. It's my steady finger. It's the one that I use to brace myself to keep my hand steady. But I'm just coming on certain ones, kind of groups. And I definitely only really want to do it on parts like, I won't do it at all in here because he's bunched up, but where he's spread out is where that light would catch really, really well. If that makes any sense at all. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yeah, you can. I can see it in there. So you can just kind of see a trail of slightly different colors. And then...
Regina says it does make sense.
Cool, thank you. And you know what I need? It's really just not an easy way to set him down, honestly. Let me look at... I'm thinking, don't like any of these options. I'm looking at my other metallics because I want to bring the yellow kind of back in here versus the gold kind of look. I want the gold to be coming at the tip, but then this to be more yellow, but I still want it to be shiny. So I'm looking at my other metallics that I have, and I have Evil Chrome and Tainted Gold, which are not going to work. Oh, you know what? Let's try my tangerine, or my lemon yellow zest. Lemon zest. I don't know why yellow's not written on there, but I said it. And that way, if that works for that area, then I think we have a good combo of how we're going to finish this guy up. And the purple and the pink and the well, I got two different purples and a pink. Those were for that coral right there. I thought would look really cute with like a deep purple undertone and then a highlight of lavender and a shimmery shimmer of pink. Yes, it's fun to say it that way. Yeah, that's gonna work. Okay, so we've got a plan now. Because I can take the yellow right in there, kind of like the underside of the scale. And then blend it with that orange. So this is probably going to be one of those paint jobs where I've got two brushes going. Because trying to put them on top of each other does not actually work. And then to really highlight the edges of these scales. Some of them I will do an edge with yellow instead. What are you playing with, my love?
Trying to move my camera so that people don't have to watch our fan spin.
Oh.
But they also don't watch you at the corner of my screen either.
And I also have a paint that is called Fairy Dust. It's technically, I shouldn't have said that. It's a technical. So really that particular one, each technical does its own little job, right? So that particular technical, its job is to make things shimmer shimmer. So technically, I could avoid putting any metallics on at all and just go over the whole thing with that. But I find it more fun to do this, time consuming as it may be.
Did you see that Sawdust Dragon said about totally, since it's amazing how much things you say remind me of painting 3D objects for animation. And then Jake says, new challenge, Dawn has to make a tiny mural on her gloves when wiping the paint off.
Challenge accepted, Jake. Challenge accepted.
Isn't it already? It's an abstract. No, not on my walls. It's a wall mural.
No, it's on my glove.
Oh, it stays on the gloves. I'm good with that.
It stays on the glove. And I will post the glove for sale on Ko-fi. It gets so quiet for so long. It's like, it just freaks me the hell out.
I wasn't scared.
Oh,
I'm scared. Can you scare me? Jake says no on her gloves because it looks like the beginning of a landscape.
One of the things that, just so that everyone is nice and calm about the rubber ducky thing, I know we've talked about making some changes to the sound effects and the point spins and that sort of stuff, but Rubber Ducky of Doom that's going to always be on the channel. It's part of us now.
Sawdust Dragon says stays on the glove until you shake someone's hand.
How you doing?
No.
Oh. So, next episode, Jake, I will, if it goes on the glove, it's got to go in an artistic place to make sense. Right now, I'm literally using it as a palette, so I can pick up more paint without having to come over here, because for some reason, that makes more sense. Beard cam on.
It was over the last one, too.
Was it? That's awesome.
Yep. So, Max got me twice.
Yay, Max!
Yeah, this is a lot of fun. I really like it when we do this.
What? I couldn't hear the sourcasm. Sourcasm.
Can I get some kraut with that?
I'm done cooking for you. That's not true. I love cooking.
Man, I'm dragging. Max says, I'm scary tonight. I'm like considering coffee.
Oh, that does sound good.
It's almost 9.
Yeah, but I have a whole lot of masks I gotta sew tonight, so that's fine.
Okay, but I'm guessing you want me to get Cora to make it.
No, Cora's not very good at it either. Isabella has got my coffee nailed.
And her own place that she lives in. So,
That
what would
kinda
you like to
sucks.
do right now?
Right now, well, I'm going to be actually done here in a few minutes because I do want to end because, like, literally, this is what the stream is going to be next week, guys.
Sawdust Dragon just finished their coffee.
This is my life for 2 hours next week. This is my life. But I enjoy this a lot. So, and honestly, there's definitely a lot more black. Fuck you. There's a lot more black on here than there is the gold. So it's definitely won't take me that long, but I am definitely enjoying doing it. But, you know, being able to bring the black over and kind of, because you can definitely see spots that I've hit with the gold that shouldn't be gold, and yellow that shouldn't be yellow. So I'll bring the black in and kind of fix those mess ups.
Sawdust Dragon says, "Oh my, I think that was in reference to your bowel language."
Sorry. He gets bitey and it hurts. Oh, that's fun. Like my ear hurts, so like when the air conditioner runs, it's like I'm hearing a whoom, whoom, whoom instead of just a solid.
What? When did this start?
Yesterday.
Sawdust Dragon says, kind of like a catfish, eh?
No. Goldfish. Just because I love my goldfish, and I've been bitten by way too many fucking catfish.
Alright, I'm going to put the loop back on too so they can catch some more glimpses of the goldfish.
Yish. Yish. I loved those guys.
As in getting poked all the time by the fish?
Oh, yeah. I actually more associate that with my tank cleaner fish, because he was an ass.
Suckerfish.
Suckerfish. It's not a suckerfish.
I know.
But
But I call them suckerfish.
I know, but now you've made me lose the name of him. But he got giant. I bought him and he was like this big. And when the guy who bought the goldfish took him too, he was 14 inches long. So he got huge, and he was a jerk, and he would flat out just spike the ever living shit out of you. So I hated him. Literally called him asshole. I don't remember. We had named a lot of the goldfish, or a lot of the fish, and I named him asshole. That's just, I literally just called him asshole because that's what he was. I do miss having my fish tank, but that being said, Georgie is quite happy in it. So, what's Georgie? Well, you can't see Georgie because she is currently halfway on her log and halfway on her net. And she's still a little pissy because she's in her her slow cycle, so she sleeps a lot. Bearded dragons they don't hibernate, but they have a couple of cycles a year where they kind of sleep way, way more than they're awake. And it doesn't even really go with the weather, but this is one of those cycles where she is constantly sleeping. I think Cora got her out the other day on one of their streams.
Yeah, one of the last two.
Yeah, one of them recently. Do need to pick an eye color for him. I don't know what color to go with. Fuck's sake! That was a good one, Jake. Wow. That fucking got me good.
Oh, nice one, Jake. I was out of the room.
Oh, that smells really good. Can't believe you didn't make me a cup. It's so rude.
I mean, I'll make you a cup. It'll be just like mine.
Thank you, Max. Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
Do it now!
Oh, shit.
Oh, that was perfect.
It sucked.
Yeah.
Gamers in the Unknown. Watch it, yeah?
He did get that cup because of Gamers in the Unknown. He just got that cup because Bigfoot's... Well, his son bought it for him. But it's because, those guys are awesome. Okay. I have to stop because I'm literally just going to keep going. And we're supposed to end the stream. But I'm getting puzzle suctioned in. And I will just keep painting and painting and painting and painting. And I need to stop because it's going to get really late, really quick. Keep forgetting how he sits in here.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
You're only saying that because you know you have to come help me with masks. Yes. Oh. But we've been on for 2 hours and 9 minutes, so I need to stop and be good and stop painting. But the koi dragon will be left in this stage. If anybody has any suggestions for eye color, I am open because I literally cannot decide what colors I want his eyes. And his eyes are big enough that I'm probably going to do like a dragon eye. Yeah, I probably will do a dragon eye. So I'll get the white in there, then we'll do an iris, and then we'll do a...
The sheer disappointment on Ty's face.
I couldn't even read it because I was laughing. Because Max is dead right.
And Jake and Max both say that the fish looks awesome.
Thank you.
And amazing.
Still a lot of work to be done to him. I am not happy with this space over here. Looks really good. But that looks very clunky and stupid, like bad. So purple might look really nice, especially considering I was going to put purple on one of the on the coral. Why the hell am I struggling so much? Yeah, in general, there's quite a few spots on here that I am extremely happy with. There's a few places where I just want to keep painting so I can fix it. But that's the beauty of painting. You just keep going. Just keep painting. Just keep painting. And things become amazing. It's like, I saw this meme once and it was like the absolute perfect example of how it is when I draw or paint or anything. Where it's how to draw a sheep. And, then it draws two little lines where it's, you can switch to the bigger one if you want to, baby. It's like,
I mean, oh yeah, I can do that.
That was awesome. It's two little lines and it's like, draw the eyes. And then it's this big like cloud poof, draw the body. And then it had like two little sticks, just draw the legs. And then it's add some shading. And then there's a real picture of a goat. Or not a sheep,
Yeah, I've seen that.
And it's like, wait, what the just happened? And I feel like that's half the time when I'm painting or drawing or anything. I'm like well, that looks like crap. I'm just going to keep going. That looks like crap. I'm just going to keep going. Whoa, that looks awesome. Who did that? I'm like, I don't even know where that came from. So I've learned for the longest time, I would say I can't draw or I can't paint. And I have learned that is not the case. That I'm just slower than other people. Some people can sneeze on something, it becomes this amazing piece of artwork. And I have to sit for, 6 hours and paint something, but it's still amazing and awesome and I love it. Like, I still can't get over the flashlight look that I did. I'm so freaking happy with that look. And I did it. Doot, doot. So, wait, you can almost see it moving. Go ahead and switch back. Does that help? That's my brother. I could be a smart ass, man. I love that sound. That was really cool. All right, guys. So, I will fix this. Not touch this. And we will see you back here same time next week and we will finish the